Hey everyone, welcome back to Thousands of Roots. It's Carrie here, and if I look tired, it's because I am tired. I usually sleep really well, but every once in a while I have one of those nights where my mind just won't shut off, and that was last night. And so I've just had so much on my mind and would like to share a little bit of that with you today. So most of you know that our family has this dream of building a permaculture homestead, and we've been working on this dream for over 6 years now. But it hasn't been without many challenges along the way. It has not been easy. We've had limited time, limited resources, health issues, just a lot of struggles. There's probably a lot of you out there who are trying to build a similar dream. Some of you have a totally different dream that has nothing to do with homesteading. Or maybe some of you don't even know what your dream is yet. You're still wondering and you're still thinking about, what is it that my life is supposed to be about? What's my purpose? I've been thinking a lot lately about what is it that keeps us going, keeps us dreaming, keeps us hopeful when struggles come, when obstacles come, and it just seems like you're never going to reach that dream or that goal. In this journey so far, our family has learned that perspective is so important. How you choose to look at a situation, what you choose to focus on, it matters so much. It can be so easy and so natural for us to only see the obstacle or the challenge or feel the frustration and the stress in the moment. That's just natural, that's human. But it takes a hope from our Creator, I believe, from Yahweh, a true hope, and that gets us past what's right in front of us and reminds us that there's something bigger, something greater than us, greater than that moment. If we can choose to focus again on Him and focus on the dream that He's put in our hearts. I like to think of it as climbing a mountain. It's not easy to climb a mountain, especially if it's one that's got lots of rocks and steep places, challenging terrain, and that's often how life is. But along the way, if we remember that there's times when we can look out and see the view, and we can appreciate that view, that can give us new hope. There's times when we don't really have a view, but we can kind of look down the hill and be like, wow, I'm glad I'm not there anymore. Yeah, we've actually made it somewhere, and this is much better. And then ultimately, we have to remember to keep looking up. Remember what our dream is. What is the goal that we're headed toward? Is it just a temporary thing, or is there more to it? Is it something greater than us, and something that we could never accomplish on our own anyway? And so we have to have faith, we have to have hope, and not let go in the moment of where we're headed. So YouTube has actually been a big part of us accomplishing our dream and working toward our goal. And unfortunately, right when our channel was really starting to take off, YouTube just basically crippled us and shut down our comments. For those of you who don't know, our comments have been shut down for months now. We tried to reinstate them ourselves, and we just have no control at all. YouTube has full control of our comments right now. We don't know if they're ever going to reactivate our comments. Their reasoning behind it had nothing to do with anything that was happening on our channel. They just said we were at high risk for child predatory activity in comments. And we'd never had anything like that in any of our comments in the 2 years we had been logging. So we think it's probably more so discriminatory action. They just don't care for our content or something like that. We don't know for sure. That's been a big obstacle for us, a huge challenge to overcome. And honestly, there's been a lot of times since YouTube has shut down our comments that we wanted to just give up, and wanted to just be done. Being that I'm the editor of the videos, I pretty much do 80 to 90% of the work to keep our channel and Patreon going. And I enjoy the editing, so I don't mind that. But I often feel torn between all the time that I need to put into YouTube and Patreon and the time that I would love to be spending with my family, in the garden, just doing other things. And I've had to remember that this channel, that there's more to it than just our family. There's a purpose still for this channel, and it's beyond us. It's not just about our homestead. We have a greater dream of helping other people find homesteads and helping others do permaculture designs on their land and get started, because we know how hard it can be. It is not easy. It's a wonderful dream. It's the most awesome thing we've ever done, but it's also been the most challenging thing we've ever done. So yes, there's been times I wanted to give up on YouTube and say I quit. But I'm not going to, because I know that there's still purpose in this channel. I'm really excited about what's at the top of the mountain. I can't wait to see the view. I love that even though the comments have been gone, that we've still been able to interact at least a little bit with some of you. We really appreciate those who've joined us on Facebook. Sometimes we get emails, people sending letters. It's just been, you guys have been such a huge part of us being able to keep going and not give up on this dream. So thank you to all of you. I will say that the closer we get to baby, the videos are gonna maybe be a little less quality and there may not be quite as many videos, but it is my hope and my goal to be able to pass off the editing to somebody else before baby comes, so that we can keep the channel rolling even after number 7 arrives. Caleb and Kip have both attempted to learn the editing process, but it is just not for them. Neither one of them are into that. Kip would rather be behind the controls of a machine digging, and Caleb would rather be tinkering and blacksmithing. Neither of them like sitting and editing for hours. So I'm not sure who we're going to be able to hand that over to, but I'm praying about that and definitely thinking along those lines, realizing that once baby comes, I'm not going to be able to keep up with even the 1 or 2 videos a week, plus Patreon. So appreciate you guys understanding that and bearing with us through these seasons that we're going through. We've really realized lately, and it's been brought to our attention by some of our subscribers, that not having the comments has really created a lot of gaps, I guess you could say, in our story and in what's going on in our lives. It's impossible to share all that's going on in our lives, and now the Kellogg family is here with us as well, and we just can't fit the big picture into 1 or 2 videos a week as much as we try. And then not having the comments means that there's just a lot of big question marks for you guys out there, and we realize that. We know that sometimes those questions can lead to false assumptions, and that can be frustrating. So I think it's high time we give you an update on the Kellogg family, and just let you know where they're at a little bit and how it's going with our 2 families together. The 3rd family that was on our land, they have gone to Maine, back to Maine, to deal with paperwork for the sale of their house. So they will be returning, but probably not to our land. They'll probably be returning to their own land. So for now, it's just our 2 families. And let me tell you, if you want to be inspired by a family who is following after the dream that they've had on their hearts and is not giving up in the midst of obstacles, then you've got to follow the Kellogg family. They've got a blog, a wonderful blog, ouryeartofullife.com, and Sarah loves to write, so they're working on ebooks and publications there that are wonderful. So if you haven't checked them out, check them out. But here's a quick update. So pretty much a few days after their baby was born, number 3, Keegan went off to full-time working an hour away on a construction job, and he's been at it for 5 weeks now, along with 2 other little side jobs that he's been working. And then whenever he has free time, he's actually been working on both of our vehicles, our family van and Kip's new old Toyota truck that he recently got. Thankfully, he got both of the vehicles working, and yesterday we were able to go, our family in the van and him with his oldest little guy in the truck, to Home Depot, and huge blessing, we were able to get the rest of the wood for their platform, for their yurt. So that is going to be going forward as soon as he has the day off, where Kip has the day off too, and the weather is good. They'll be out there hopefully finishing up that platform, and then we'll be able to set up the yurt for a second time. So a huge thank you to Keegan for the work you've done on our vehicles. We were actually blessed to go out to eat for the first time in over a year, I believe, as a family, because he fixed our family van, and that was really great. It's something that we hardly ever do, and we just were able to soak it all in and enjoy those moments together around the table, and was a real blessing to me to not have all the extra work of the meal and dishes. So Keegan has been working super hard, you guys. Even today, he had the morning off because of rain. It's sunny now, but it was rainy all morning, and so he's been helping Kip put in a door on our add-on, a storm door, to get more airflow going through there. And Sarah, bless her heart, Sarah has been in almost constant pain because of some Lyme disease complications, and she still is regularly out here in the garden helping with weeding or whatever jobs need done while she's got her baby strapped to her, dripping sweat, 2 other little ones in tow, just doing an incredible job helping me out in the garden. So thank you, Sarah, as well. I just can't say enough good about this family. They've been a huge blessing to us, and we're so thankful that they're here. And although they're not always in the videos, we do want to keep you updated, and as often as we can get them in the videos. Oh, and of course their little guy is not so little anymore. He's growing like crazy, 11.5 pounds already. The sweetest, cutest little guy. We just have so much fun looking at him, and Esther Pie absolutely adores holding him. That's a little bit about the Kellogg's. There's obviously a whole lot more to what's going on in their lives that we don't have time to share, but huge blessing. We're so thankful for them. I want to share something I'm super excited about with you all. You know that we have a lot of undone projects on the homestead, a lot of priorities shifting. Well, I am in full nesting mode now, and so thankfully setting up my house, organizing our house, our cabin, has gotten bumped up there on the list. Kip's been working on the pantry, getting that finished. It's not complete, but it's much closer to being done. And then we moved on to our bathroom, and we've been working in there, getting some simple organizational setup going in there. Instead of having mounds and mounds of laundry sitting everywhere in the bathroom, now we've got some organizational cabinets, which I'm super thankful for. And over the next few months, it's just going to continue. As we have finances and time, we're going to go from one area of the cabin to the next and get it organized and set up. My goal is to live very minimal and simple, and so as we go along, I'll be sharing more of that, what we're doing in our cabin, to make it a more peaceful, livable place for a large family in a tiny space. Okay, I think I'll wrap it up there, guys. I hope you're encouraged to not lose sight of your dream and not allow the obstacles to cloud your vision, but keep on moving forward, one step at a time, remembering to be thankful for how far you've come. Don't forget to look out and see the view of where you're at, and keep on looking up and be filled with purpose each new day that you are given. So we pray blessings over you and yours, and whatever you do, do it with your whole heart.